All right, this is the approach. Now, approach actually means two things in bowling. First of all, it's the actual area on the floor in which you walk on to deliver the ball. Secondly, approach is the physical act of walking up to the foul line, swinging the ball, and delivering it. Okay? Now, notice on the approach, there's three sets of dots. One back here, one in the center, one up there at the foul line. All right? There's a large dot right here in the middle. We call it the center dot.
Yes, Bob, the bowling universe revolves around that dot.
These 1-inch sections here on the floor, they're actually boards. Both the dots and the boards we use for lining you up, but that'll come later.
Yeah, this is the nitty-gritty, Bob. You got to learn to walk before you can bowl.
Let's work on the approach, okay?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's start without the ball. We've got to get the form down first. What we want to do is find your starting position. That's the most important part, right?
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the foul line. We're going to turn our backs to the pins. This is how you find a good starting position. We're going to take 4 brisk steps, making the last step a long one.
Okay.
All right? Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your steps are obviously longer than mine.
Okay.
So you'll be back here. Now, this is the best position from the foul line for you to actually start.
Okay.
Okay?
Excellent work so far, Bob.
Thanks, Greg. So, do I just aim it down the middle then?
No, you'd think so, but that's not always the case.
Nope. Elaine, she's a deceiving mistress.
Remember the pocket Greg spoke of earlier?
Yeah.
Well, the idea is to get the best angle to hit it, okay? So what we want to do is to make that pocket bigger, and we can do that actually by moving to the side.
So I would move to my right to get the angle, kind of like pool?
Except for the felt-covered table, the long sticks, and the 6 pockets.
Greg,
Yeah.
he's right. It is about angles.
Oh yeah, I couldn't agree more. There are a lot of similarities to other sports like golf and baseball in terms of timing, release, and form.
Okay, so you talked about those dots earlier.
I did. Now, we use those as reference points to find your starting point. They tell us where to be each time for the best approach. Now, what you want to do is take your left foot and use the big toe on your left foot.
Okay.
Okay, you want to put it on the board that the center dot is on.
All right. Right here?
Right there.
Okay.
So now your left foot is around the center dot, see? This is where you as a beginner should think about starting your approach.
All right.
All right, now we've got that down. How about moving on to the arm swing?
Let's bring it on.
All right, now arm swing's all about timing.
Kind of like relationships, Bob.
All right, you done now? Okay.
Finished, buddy?
What we want to do is think about the arm swing, think of relaxation.
I like bubble baths. I listen to whale tapes. There's white noise.
Now, you don't want to roll the ball hard, Bob. You use virtually no muscle.
Okay.
It's like in baseball or golf. If all you do is try to go up and swing as hard as you can, you probably won't do that well. In fact, the ball does most of the work. The weight of the ball gives us the fluidity of motion we need. It's all about gravity.
Okay.
Think of your arm as a piece of spaghetti.
Cooked spaghetti, Bob. Linguine, little clam sauce, Caesar salad. I'm getting hungry.
Bob, the release of the ball should be free and easy. In sync with your feet. Visualize rolling the ball rather than throwing it.
Be the ball, Bob.
Bob, it's basically a 4-step process that naturally flows together for right-handers starting with their right foot and left-handers starting with their left foot. With the first step, you also push the ball out, not way out. It's a controlled arc. Now, the second step is the most important, and it goes like this. The arm and ball are pointing toward the floor. The last 2 steps, if you get the second one, take care of themselves. All right, let's try this without the ball.
All right.
I want you to take my hand and pretend it is the ball.
Okay.
Okay, put your left foot on the center dot. Shift your
Got it.
weight to the left foot.
Shifted.
We're going to take 4 steps starting with your right foot.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great.
All righty.
You're a natural at this. Good job.
Yes! Bob has done it! And he's ready for the ball.
All right, this is the ball return. It's the final stop your ball makes when it's returned to you from the end of the lane. You have to be careful when picking up the ball. Sometimes beginners get their fingers pinched. You want 2 hands to the side. All right, now put your fingers in first, then drop your thumb in.
Like that?
Just like that. Great. Great.
All right, Bob, looks like you're ready to give it a shot.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's find out starting position on approach. Put your left foot on the center dot.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
You want a little bit of weight on that left foot, and you want your right foot just slightly back.
Okay, got it.
Now, the ball should be right in front of the throwing shoulder, about waist high. Great.
Right about there? Okay.
Now, what you want to think about is the four-step approach. Okay, and when you release the ball, think about throwing a football in an underhanded spiral.
All right.
All right, now,
Should I aim at anything in particular?
no, not now. You don't want to aim at anything yet, but what you need to do is concentrate on where the ball is during your first two steps.
All right.
Okay, anytime you're ready.
Be the ball, Bob.
1, 2, 3, 4.